you ever felt like you were being watched? Not in the casual sense, not the fleeting discomfort of being glanced at in a crowd, but truly, deeply watched, as if something or someone was studying your every move from just beyond your field of vision, waiting, lurking, existing only in the edges of your awareness. Now imagine living with that sensation every single day. This is the terrifying true story of a woman named Alice, whose life was slowly swallowed by a darkness she couldn't escape, a presence she couldn't see, but always felt. Alice was 29, a freelance graphic designer living alone in a small, quiet house outside the city. She was independent, rational, and proudly skeptical of anything paranormal. But that skepticism began to erode the night her kitchen light turned on by itself. She chalked it up to forgetfulness. The next day, she found a fogged-up handprint on her bathroom mirror, even though she hadn't used hot water all day. Odd, but dismissible. But every morning after that, she began to notice her bedroom door was ajar. She always closed it before bed, always. She thought maybe she was sleepwalking or just tired. But then, one morning, she found the door wide open and a small object sitting on her pillow. A dry, cracked button. She didn't own any clothes with buttons like that. Her skin prickled. She checked every window, every lock. Nothing was broken. Nothing was forced. Days passed. One night, as she sat reading on her couch, she felt cold air rush through the room, yet the windows were shut. Then she heard footsteps upstairs. Slow, deliberate steps. She froze. Every muscle tense. She crept upstairs with her phone's flashlight, but found nothing. No one. Still, she couldn't shake the feeling. The next morning, she discovered a faint set of fingerprints on her second-story bedroom window on the outside. That window didn't even have a ledge. Someone would have had to climb the wall to reach it. Panicking, she installed security cameras. She called the police. They investigated, but found no signs of forced entry. No fingerprints that weren't hers. The cameras worked until they didn't. Every night, around 3 o'clock a.m., the footage would cut out for exactly 3 minutes. During that time, things changed. Furniture was moved slightly. Objects disappeared. And once, she woke up with a bruise on her wrist and no memory of how she got it. Then came the notes. The first one was scribbled on yellowing paper in shaky handwriting. "I've seen you." Then another, "You can't hide." Then a third, chilling and direct, "We used to talk, remember?" She tried to ignore them. Maybe someone was playing a sick joke. But then she found an old black coat draped over her kitchen chair, wet, smelling of mold. It wasn't hers. Inside was a label with a name written in faded ink. Shadow. Man. That night, she heard whispers. Not imagined whispers, actual, coherent words echoing from empty rooms. She doesn't remember. She forgot me. She'll see. Alice's mental state began to unravel. She stopped sleeping. Every mirror in her house started to show faint outlines behind her. Reflection tall, thin, motionless shadows. When she turned around, they were gone. But in the video footage, nothing showed. One night, her computer turned on by itself. A folder appeared on the desktop titled Childhood. Inside were pictures of her, age 4 or 5. In her old bedroom, she didn't remember these photos being taken. In the background of one, was a shadowy figure by the window, tall, pale, faceless. Her blood turned to ice. She called her mother. Her mother hesitated, then admitted something she kept secret for years. When you were little, you used to wake up screaming about a man in the shadows. You called him the Shadow Man. We thought it was just nightmares, but Alice had drawn pictures of him dozens. Her mother emailed her. One, a child's drawing, a sick, thin black figure with long arms, empty eyes, and the words "he waits for me" scrawled beneath. That night, every light in her house exploded at once. Her front door locked itself. Her phone died. She screamed, but no one came. Then she heard a deep, slow breathing from behind her closet door. She ran. The house pulsed with low, rumbling vibrations. Mirrors cracked. The TV turned on by itself, showing static. Then a message appeared on the screen. "We're together now." She collapsed. The next morning, the police found her in the corner of her bedroom, catatonic, clutching a broken button. She was hospitalized, diagnosed with acute psychosis. But during her stay, nurses reported strange events. Her room's temperature dropped suddenly. Her heart monitor often spiked at 3 o'clock a.m. And once, a security guard swore he saw a tall man standing at the foot of her bed. When he turned on the lights, no one was there. After her release, Alice disappeared. Her home was left exactly as she had abandoned it, but written across every mirror and smudged, greasy letters were the words, "I'm your shadow now." To this day, no trace of her has ever been found. Her case remains open. Some say she was stalked by a man. Others believe she lost her mind. But those who've entered her abandoned house swear they feel watched, that something stands just outside their field of vision, waiting. Maybe it's not just a story. Maybe your shadow isn't just a reflection. Maybe it's him. Have you ever truly felt alone?